guys, welcome to A Country and Lad Outdoors and welcome to today's video. Now in today's video we're doing a tried and tested review of my 4-season winter sleeping mat, which is the Klymit insulated static V lite. So what I'll do first is I'm just going to run you through some of the stats and then we'll get it out, we'll blow it up and we'll have a close look at it. So because I've got a memory like a sieve, I've got it all written down on a bit of paper. So the weight for this pack is 578 grams, and as you can see it does pack down quite small. It's got an R value of 4.4, which is 0.1 of the thermarest. Pack size as it is now is 20 centimetres by 8 centimetres, or in old fashioned money 8 inches by 3 inches. And when it's inflated it is 72 inches long by 23 inches wide and 2.5 inches deep, or in modern money 183 centimetres long, 58 centimetres wide and 6 centimetres deep. It's made of 30D polyester and it comes with a Klymit lifetime warranty. Now I paid £88 for this quite a few months ago now. I have done a quick check online and they are still going for similar money. Although I didn't look too far into it, I'm sure with a bit of research you can probably get it a bit cheaper. So let's get it out and have a look at it. Okay, so obviously it comes in a nice neat little drawstring bag. We open that up and inside here somewhere we've got a little pocket, as you can see, and inside there we've got a puncture repair kit. It does fit quite snugly in the bag, which is a good thing. Pop that away for now. What I'll do is I'll lay it out flat and I'll bring you in closer because there's a few things that I want to show you before we blow it up. Okay, so if I bring you in closer, you can see there we've got the Klymit logo, insulated static V lite. Now, unlike the thermarest, this doesn't have baffles. You can see here where the areas have been heat treated and pressed together, and then the thicker areas there, they blow up. So you will always have these areas that are very thin and close to the ground. If we look at the method of inflating, you can see there it's in the deflate position, and it's quite an interesting way they've done it. You just simply flip it round and that's ready to inflate, and then when you inflate it the air doesn't leak out, it stays inflated. So yeah, that's a bit of a closer look. You can see there that these V's, that's why it's called the insulated V, and when these areas are inflated these create obviously peaks and troughs. Now the idea is if you're combining this with a down sleeping bag for winter, the down will compress into these troughs and create insulation. So what we'll do now is we'll get it blown up and we'll have a look at it when it's blown up. Okay, so you can buy a battery powered pump to go on here which will inflate it, but we'll go with the good old tried and tested method of blowing it up by mouth, just to see how long and how many breaths it takes. Okay, so 8 breaths and not very long at all. We'll just snap that shut You usually do get a little bit of air leakage when you're popping that shut. It's nothing too much to worry about. I've never had it fail on me yet. Okay, so as I said before, 183 centimeters long. So let's have a lie down and see what it looks like, see what it feels like. Okay, so with me being 6'3", if I have my feet, my heels just off the bottom of the mat and I lie down, I just so fit on it. And I mean just and so. So usually when I'm sleeping in my tent, I do end up with my feet coming off. Now, if you watched any of my videos before, you'll see that when I was up at Scales Town the other week, I did end up with cold feet, and I think this was why. So for winter time, for tall people, you might want to think about combining it with a pair of sunboots as well. But generally, I've found it to perform pretty well. I've had it out in around about -7 or 8 up on Castle Crag, combined with my Leviathan EV900, absolutely toasty warm. And I've also had it out in around about -5.5 at Harrop Tarn, although in them conditions we were actually pitched on top of frozen snow, ice, and in that camp I did feel cooler underneath, but I certainly wasn't cold. So far for me this is performing extremely well. As I've already mentioned, Thermarest is around about the £200 mark plus, and this, like I say, is £88. So if you're looking for a good performing 4-season sleeping mat, I do believe this is a good option. So when I lie down, I feel really comfortable and I don't feel any hard spots underneath me. Is it as comfortable as my Trekology UL80? No, and I don't think there's many things out there that will be. But you're looking for a 4-season mat for a budget price. And also, when I lie on my side, you know, I'm sat there, all my weight's on one point, it is bottoming out, but as soon as I lie down, it spreads the weight and it's really comfortable. And as you can see, when I'm lying down, my ankles are still off there and my head is just and so on the top of the mat. The 30D polyester feels good and strong and robust. Obviously it can get punctured, but it doesn't feel like that would happen very easily. So what I'll do now is I'll just bring you in a bit closer and show you these peaks and troughs up close so you can see exactly what I mean. So there we go, looking in the same position as we did before, you can see the Klymit logo, and you can see there the peaks and the troughs do give it quite a bit of loft, and it is the same underneath. So like I said before, the idea is that when you're combining this with a down sleeping bag, the down should compress into here and trap in warm air. Now in this country, like I say, I've used this substantially now and I found it to perform really well. However, news coming in from over in Canada and the United States, where it does get a lot colder, is that certainly once you're getting down to the likes of the -15s, 20s and colder, these areas here do offer a problem when it comes to cold spots, and the cold is getting through there. And even though people are using them with decent down sleeping bags, the cold is becoming a problem. But for me, as I've mentioned, I've used it in some pretty challenging conditions over in the UK, and for £88 I think it's performing extremely well. So let's have a look at it when it goes down. So again, you just flip that open and press there, and you can hear that air come out and it deflates really quickly, as you can see there. So yeah, we'll get it rolled up, we'll get it put back in a bag, and then we'll round off the review. Okay, so I'm a bit OCD when it comes to putting my stuff away. I like to have it rolled up nice and neat, so we'll get that done. Doesn't take very long. Right guys, so just to summarise, that was the Klymit insulated static V lite. I've gone through all the stats and everything. The main thing for me is point 1, on the R value higher than the Thermarest, and I believe the Thermarest, like I've said before, is £200 plus, so this is £88. So if you are looking for a sleeping mat to do 4 seasons, but you haven't got the budget to stretch to a Thermarest, then I do believe the Klymit offers an excellent option for you. And if you want to see me using it, you can drop through the last few videos. I've been using it regular away now, and like I say, it's performed exceedingly well for me. So thank you very much for clicking on today's review video. I hope you've enjoyed it and found it useful. So once again, stay safe, much love.